TYT Sports, everybody. J.R. Jackson, Jason Rubin. We're bringing on a good friend of ours, Michael Hurley, who is a web producer for CBS Sports in Boston, to talk about the AFC Championship game that is happening on Sunday. The Colts and the Patriots, the neckbeard versus the dynasty. This is Tom Brady's 9th AFC Championship game. He's 5-3 in those games. Bill Belichick trying to break a tie with Tom Landry to become the winningest postseason coach in NFL history. A lot on the line for both these teams, young versus old. The first question I want to ask you, JR, and then we'll get your opinion on this, Michael. If Luck beats Brady after beating Peyton, is this over? Is it done? Is the Brady Manning era put aside and the new wave of the Luck Wilson Rodgers era in play?
Only if he beats him. Well, the thing is, even if he doesn't, it's kind of over anyway because, you know, Manning has to participate. Right. And I don't see that happening much anymore after we saw what happened last week. I mean, I think he's going to hang around. We're talking about Peyton Manning. But it's just, I don't think it's going to be the same epic nature. And then after the season, I mean, everyone's getting old. We kind of forget about it. But, you know, everyone's getting old. It's not going to be the same thing every time. And we're all excited about the new era of quarterbacks, the sweeping era of quarterbacks. I don't think anyone even expected to see Luck come in and do this the way he's done it. And we're still a little bit startled by it, and everyone's thinking, wait, Andrew Luck can't beat this guy, can he?
Right.
They can't actually beat this team, but we'll see.
He's an underdog now, but will soon. We're not far off, possibly only one full year away from being the favorite. You see, he's a superhuman quarterback. He's got the ability. But Michael, we want to hear from you, at least on the Patriots front, working for CBS Sports in Boston. How do you feel about the Patriots going to this game as a Patriots fan first, and then as the objective view secondly?
I think, you know, you have to respect the Colts coming off a win on the road in Denver. You can't take that away. That said, I think it wasn't the most crisp game out of the Colts. I don't think they did anything last week that would really make the Patriots all that worried, because this is a team that 2 months ago lost by 22 points to the Patriots. And in rewatching the game today, it could have been even worse. There was a safety that should have been called, that the officials sort of let go in order to maybe keep things a little bit close in the third quarter and keep the ratings up. So I've seen the Patriots just wallop this Colts team twice now in the past calendar year. And having seen what they've been able to do on the ground, and the Colts having no answer at all for it, I expect the Patriots to go in and take care of business this weekend.
All right. Well, so one of the things that has been mentioned, at least again with the Brady and Manning thing, was that Brady at least was playing a smarter game last week, and he wasn't trying to go downfield because he knew that the Ravens defense had the ability to really swallow up the Patriots receivers. So throwing into the flat and getting those quick, short, controlled offense moving without a run game. There was an entire sequence, 18 or 19 straight plays where they didn't run the ball barely in the second half. So a lot of what we're looking at this week is the Colts probably know what the Patriots are going to do.
Yeah, I mean, this thing about Bill Belichick and this team, even if it's obvious, he'll do it. I mean, who cares? He's like, well, it worked. I don't care. You couldn't stop it before. Why would I stop now?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, the good part is he doesn't overthink it. He doesn't try and trick so far that he tricks himself, you know, to go too far, to just try and to throw the other team off. You know how you were successful before, so you do it again. Now, the other part is whether or not the secondary can keep up with, say, T.Y. Hilton, or keep up with what Andrew Luck can do to try and chase down the score. I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair overall, even though I do believe the Patriots will go ahead and take it. It's going to be a matter of trying to limit the amount of opportunities that the Colts do take on offense. Because, I mean, yeah, they looked a little sloppy even in their win against Denver, but, I mean, we can't expect that that's going to stay the same either.
I've been saying this since week 4. The entire Colts team is held together by duct tape except for Andrew Luck. And, yes, it's shocking to me to look at this Colts team because it's deja vu. Peyton Manning, they put everything on Peyton Manning's back when they had the Indianapolis Colts. Yes, there was an Edgerrin James thrown in there, and they had Reggie Wayne. But you look at the Colts now, and the T.Y. Hilton is kind of filling that Reggie Wayne role. And one of the matchups to look at, and Michael, I'm curious your thoughts on this, is how Revis is going to match up against T.Y. Hilton, because we've seen Revis be a shutdown corner, but we have also seen Revis struggle against small, quick wide receivers like that of T.Y. Hilton. How do you think that matchup's going to play out, and what other X-factor matchup are you looking at this weekend?
Well, that really is a huge one, and I think if the Colts are going to compete in this game, and if it's going to be a close game, and if the Colts can win, it's going to be because the Patriots defense didn't show up again. Because for as much as Darrelle Revis changed this defense and made everyone believe they're a contender, they didn't play well at all against Baltimore last week. They made Baltimore look like, an offensive juggernaut. And Revis himself didn't look great in that first half either. He was getting beat by Steve Smith, who's a good 6 years older than him. So T.Y. Hilton's definitely a dangerous person. He's gotten his yards against the Patriots the past couple meetings, but typically sort of late in games when it's sort of already decided, he's picked up those long catch and runs. But I think that's definitely a key. Revis needs to be better, and the whole defense needs to be better. We didn't see Chandler Jones do much last week. Jamie Collins wasn't his normal self. Dante Hyde, none of these guys made impact plays. So I think if that happens again, they might not be so lucky to get through. And in terms of key matchups, it's maybe not the most attractive one, maybe not the most fun one, but with the Patriots, Brian Stork, the center, being out, and with Arthur Jones being in there for the Ravens, I think it's going to fall on the fullback. I don't think there's much fullback talk these days, but James Devlin, the Patriots fullback, he was a battering ram against the Colts in that November game, and I think he's going to have to do it again if the Patriots want to move the ball on the ground. So, last week the Ravens pulled their fullback out of the back pocket, and no one really saw that coming. So I think James Devlin as a blocker, as a man mover, is going to be a huge matchup for the interior of the defensive line of the Colts.
It's a fantastic point. We will definitely talk some more fullbacks when we get to John Kuhn in the NFC Championship preview. But having said that, JR, we know you put your neck out on the line with the Ohio State-Oregon prediction. That was a little bit off. We're going to give you another shot. We're going to take a stab. We like to put our necks out on the line when it comes to predictions. What do you think the final score is going to be?
For scores itself, like I said, I think it's going to go a little higher just because I think both teams will kind of get their way, at least early. I say we're looking at 35-21.
Okay, so you see a big a two-touchdown differential.
I feel like they're gonna stretch it a little bit. I mean, it's gonna once it kind of breaks, then it's gonna kind of fall apart a little bit for them.
Okay, understandable. That's again, anything can happen with these NFL playoffs.
Exactly.
Michael, how about you? You got a prediction for us?
Yep, I'm on record as 38-20, Patriots winning. I think for me, it's Brady had his back against the wall when they were trailing in the fourth quarter last week. He came out, he went 8 for 9 for 71 yards. He capped it off with that perfect touchdown pass to LaFell. So to me, that's a guy who doesn't want this season to end. That's a guy who's good enough to get it done. And maybe that was a wake-up call for everyone. I think they're going to have a much better game this week. I have them winning.
All right, I like 38-20. I'm going with 27-24 for the sole reason I put a bet down that the game will be decided by exactly 3 points, and I also have a bet that Julian Edelman will not throw a touchdown pass. So I would love to see it. We don't think it's happening again. Michael, thanks for joining us. Guys, leave your thoughts, leave your predictions, leave anything you would like in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to UIT Sports. We'll see you next time.